Hello everyone. So we have seen a very complex code, not very complex code, very kind of a little bit code that needs a little bit thinking. Okay. So I explained how these X and Y are working. So if you're pressing and taking your hand off, so I hope you understood that. So you press the X button, on button, X is 0. This works. LED is on, and this is false because you didn't press this button, off button, and the empty code is there after that. So LED is on. So let's say you took your hand off, again this white loop is running, it keeps running always. So you took your hand off from X as well, so X is also 1, Y is also 1 because you didn't press the Y ever. Okay, so this is also false, this is also false, so nothing will happen. So empty code is running. So since empty code is running, LED will be remaining in the previous state. What is the previous state? High, because you have already switched on the LED one time. So that is the last state. So LED will remain in the last state. We didn't make the LED low ever up to now. Okay, so LED will be on. So then you press the off button. So Y becomes 0 while X is not being pressed because you didn't press the on button, right? On button is now not being pressed. So X is 1, but Y becomes 0. So this is false because X is 1, but still the LED is on now because it is in the previous state. So when the code is moving to this line, okay, Y becomes 0, LED is switched off. Okay, so then it will come to the line, come to the line, come to the line. Let's say you have taken your hand off from the Y as well, off button as well. So now you are not pressing the off also, not pressing the on as well. So both are 1. X is also 1, Y is also 1. So since both are 1, both of these if conditions are false. So empty code. So LED will be in the last state. What is the last state? This is the last state. We have switched off in the last time. We press the off button and make it switch off. Since I have taken the hand off, none of this will run. So LED will remain in the last state. That means off state. So this cycle will repeat. So for the person who is looking from the outside, will feel okay. When you press your button, LED is on. Even if you take the hand off, it is still on. When you press the other button, LED goes off. Even if you take your hand off, it is still off. If you want to switch on it again you have to press the on button. LED will become on. You take your hand off, it is still on. Then again, if you want to switch off, you press the next off button and take your hand off. It is still off. When you press the very moment of the off button, it is off. And even if you take your hand off, it is still off. If you want to switch on, again you have to press it. Switch off, you have to press the other one. You understand? So for the person who is looking from the outside, will feel this way. But you only know what is actually happening with the code. You understand this, guys? So this is how you have to understand the scenario, create the design or the connection, and also create the code. Okay, guys, so now I hope you understood, you got a very clear idea about how things work. So you may have to write very complex codes in the future, but this kind of thinking will help you how efficiently you can write your code. Okay, so now you have seen how I have analyzed the scenario, figured the scenario out, and wrote a code accordingly. You also should learn to think like this. Now you can verify your code and functionality and the connection with what I have taught to you. So I hope you have done that already before I taught. You have tried that. Whether you make it success or not, you have tried it. I hope so. And now you can validate them whether they are correct or not. Okay. So our task is done, right? All I want is on button is press LED on exclusively, right? On button is the only choice to switch on the LED. And you press the off button, LED goes off exclusively. There's no other way to switch off the LED. Again, if you press the on button, LED on. Again, if you press the off button, LED goes off. Okay. So the scenario will work. If you press it, LED is on. If you press the other one, LED is off. If you press it again, LED is on. If you press the other button, LED goes off. You understood? So thanks for joining, guys. Actually, so we had a really nice session throughout this task. Last 2 or 3 videos. I don't remember how many videos I have added for this task. So if you have any questions, please feel free to add a comment. I will try to address them. And try this out. If your code didn't work earlier, try this code and see whether this code works or not. And try to find out whether you have made some what mistake you have made if it didn't work. Okay. So I hope you have learned something. And if you really feel like watching the video is worth, please do subscribe us and also press the bell button so that you will not miss a single video that is being uploaded by me. You can stay tuned. And that's all, guys. Stay safe, and I will catch you up in the next video, guys. Again, stay safe.